Hello, beautiful. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy, and today I'm going back to basics. In September of 2017, I actually took Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. If you were following me back then, I used to kind of do like these recaps after some of the classes I would go to. And I started on a debt-free journey. I know some of you guys used to watch those videos because y'all let me know. Y'all let me know y'all did, and I'm so happy that you did. I took all those videos off my channel completely. I won't go into details about that, but I took them all off my channel completely, and now I am wanting and ready to bring them back. For one main reason is because I've started budgeting again. So in 2017, you guys know, I went through the class. I got myself a partner. He was my coworker, Travis, at the time. He's the person I really trusted, and he helped me so much. And I got a second job. I worked really, really hard, and I got myself all the way out of debt except for one remaining hospital bill. The bill was so large and I had had it so long that they were not willing to work with me. So I just kept paying the minimum payments that I was paying. Around that time is when 2020 hit. And I decided to quit the second job right before I quit the second job in February, and everything shut down in March. Which turned out to be a blessing because I was also getting sick again, and which means 2020-21 I racked up a lot more hospital bills. In that time also, because I didn't have the second job and I was also working just a part-time job, I ended up getting a credit card. So I have one credit card that has a $600 limit, a few more hospital bills than I want to have. And now I have a job working full-time, making a little bit more money even than I was if I had to work full-time at my last department. I got this job is making more money. So I realized in January that I wasn't being financially responsible, and I wasn't doing the things that I know I needed to do because I finally was kind of like getting my income back together. So instead of me going straight into budgeting and doing things that I know I should be doing when I got the new job, I was out here acting like this new income was like a sugar daddy, and it was not that type of money. But I just really started kind of breathing, enjoying my life again. And so fast forward to January, and I was like, wait, this is actually not working for me not knowing. It was honestly December, January, and February, I actually did not do a budget in any sort of way. I didn't even have a budget planner. It was interesting because at the end of November, around Erin Condren's Black Friday sales or whatever, my cousin called me on the phone. She was like, go on Erin Condren's website and pick out your planner for next year. I'm gonna get it for you as your Christmas gift. And I was like, no, I don't want to use an Erin Condren planner this year. I'm over that. And she was like, really? What are you gonna do for your budget? I was like, I found something else I'm gonna try, but that wasn't technically true. I was looking at a few other planners, and I ended up not getting one at all. And so I just winged it. I was just out here in these streets in January, February, and March had a couple of things that should have had a sinking fund that caught me off guard. And so at the end of February, and I realized March was in a few days, and these two things were coming up, I was like, I am absolutely not prepared. So right then and there, I stopped what I was doing, and I did some research for a couple of days. And I decided that I needed to go back to my cash envelopes, and that I needed to create an actual budget planner. And I need to pull myself together. I was talking to my friend Lauren, and I told her, I was like, girl, I've been out here reckless, but I'm so happy that I at least know how to get myself back in order. I know what to do, what steps to take to get myself back in order. So I knew that I wanted to go back to the cash envelope system because the last time I actually remember stuffing an envelope was, I'm going to say it probably was December 2019. And the reason I say that is because I remember distinctly in January 2020, we were in San Diego for work, and I was I was sick, but I didn't know I was sick. I was just in a ton of pain, and I didn't know what was really wrong with me. I thought that the job was exhausting me, but it wasn't. It was other things. So anyway, I remember stuffing an envelope before we went to San Diego for work. I had this routine, you guys. I get paid every 2 weeks. So I get paid every other Friday. So I had this routine where our company drops our pay stub on Thursday. So I always go in on Thursday, see what that balance was of my paycheck, and I would do a zero-based budget every Thursday. And then on Friday, I would walk across the street to the bank and I would get cash, and I would then stuff my envelope. So I had this beautiful routine going on. And like I said, everything kind of fell apart. I don't work in that department anymore. I work across the street, but the bank closed. So I was just like out here wilding. So now we pulled ourselves together. I went and I was like, what is going to make me really get back to where I need to be, other than you just need to, you're grown up and do what you're supposed to do. But I wanted my budget planner to look a little bit different this year. I wanted it to be more comprehensive for me. I wanted to break it down a little bit more, and I wanted to just really be the thing that worked for me. So I pulled out this particular planner. This is an A6 or a personal style planner. This is from the brand Kiki K. It's white and rose gold. It has so many little scratches and beat up bits and pieces. I've probably had this planner since 2016. This was a gift to me from Courtney. I don't know if you're a planner girl, you may know the brand Mini Rose Co. And so Courtney is the owner of Mini Rose Co. I call her the planner whisperer because she just has this natural knack of planners and the size, like it's just all in her brain. And she was light years ahead of me in the planner community. So whenever she would talk about planners, I would be like, this is fascinating to me that she was just like popping things off. So she was going like to a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls or Home Goods or something, and whatever Home Goods she was going to just had like an abundance of Kiki K planners that were like $20 and $30. And if you know anything about Kiki K planners, they start at $100 and work their way up depending on what size you get. So this was like a huge deal, and she had a bunch of them, and so she gave me this one as a gift, and I loved it immediately. And it was my everyday carry for probably a couple of years. It did not come with a dust bag, but because I have other planners and other dust bags, I would just drop this in another planner, another dust bag. So even though it's quite beat up, it is not totally beat up. And honestly, like I said, it's just my absolute favorite planner. Courtney also gave me the matching A5 that goes with this, which is just bigger. I'll show you that another time. But anyway, I decided that I wanted to keep my budget kind of small, just get myself back into the habit of budgeting this calendar year. So technically I'm starting this like in March, but I just wanted something small. I didn't want something too big, too overwhelming, because I'm honestly still getting used to this income that I have and just getting used to being back in debt. Honestly, I'm just trying to get used to a lot of things. So I said I want to keep things really simple and small. So I just went into my collection and pulled out this A7 or personal size. This is not a personal wide. This is just a personal size planner that has like a snap closure. Like I said, it's white and rose gold on the cover, but the inside of it is gray and silver. So as you can see, I'm keeping this very simple. I'm not pimping this out. I'm also keeping like a minimal list looking kind of planner, and I don't want to pimp this out. I want to keep this as simple as possible for now. But next year, when I get used to this, catch me having flowers and dolls everywhere. It's probably gonna happen, so I'm just warning you now. Anyway, I over here in the side pocket, like back here, is my car tag registration, which is one of the things that hit me in March that I wasn't prepared for at all. Also the membership for my insurances like my car insurance and renter's insurance. There's a membership for this insurance company, and I wasn't prepared for that. So that was like, okay, okay, stop buying teacups, girl. Pull it together. So that's all I have here is the car registration. And also back here, let me see if I can pull it out. I just have this adhesive pocket that is pink and rose gold. I'm actually planning on probably in the near future, I don't know yet, just kind of depends. I'm trying to just keep everything like this for right now, but I pulled this out because it is pink and rose gold. And I was thinking about separating this over here, what I'm about to show you in a minute, but right now I'm just going to leave it as it is. But I wanted to know where that was if I decided to switch things out. This is just a coupon for the brand Express. I recently ordered some things from them, and this came in the order, and this doesn't expire to May 10th, which is the day before my birthday. So I'll definitely be using this because I ordered some basics from them. You guys, I don't ever in my lifetime remember shopping from Express, but I was just blown away by what good quality these two regular t-shirts I bought. Like, they are double lined. Listen, I will probably have these t-shirts forever if I just wash them properly. They are such high quality. So I was like, wait, do I need to go back to Express to get a few more things? So I'm just gonna hold on to that and use it then. This is just a freebie I got from the brand The Line, which is The Line Co., I think is the name of it, which is what my planner inserts, the company my planner inserts are from. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. So this is just a freebie with that. This is a freebie from the brand Caffeine and Budgets, and it is where I got my cash envelopes from. I'll show you those in a minute as well. I took one of these to the bank yesterday because I have two of them because I have two orders from her. And the bank teller was like, ooh, this is so nice. I was like, right? Isn't it? So the only thing I wish is that these are on a sticky note. If you guys know of any brand that has the cash withdrawal breakdown on a sticky note, please let me know because I really, really want to order some. And I'm like looking, and I'm not finding any. So you let me know if there's some. And this is the one credit card that I have that like I said, I got during the pandemic because things was, the emergency fund was gone. And I was like, wait, okay. So this has a $600 limit, and we're going to keep it there. So these inserts came with the planner. As you can see, they're beat up. These little tabs I bought all those years ago when I set this planner up for the first time, and they hanging on by a thread, and we're gonna keep it just like that. Yes, we are. So this dashboard is from the brand The Line Co., which are all of the inserts that I have, or I will link them all in the description box below. Up here we just have Tracy's plan. I really wanted to say Tracy has a plan, but it was not enough space for that. And then these are just my initials. Tracy Deanne is what my channel used to be called. Those are just my initials. And then this says Budget 2023. So this is just the front page of it. And then back here, I just have my doll with the brand Mini Rose Co. Was telling you earlier, Courtney, the owner of Mini Rose Co., who gave me this actual planner, had this doll. She had like a friendship collection in her shop, and so I was honored enough to have a doll, and I love it so much. And this is one of my favorite nights. I was at the City Winery that night, which I'm falling in love with again. Listen, I actually probably need to have a City Winery envelope in here. Let's just keep it real. But anyway, the first thing we have is just our monthly view. So what the goal is for this monthly view is to just, you see how simple and just how easy this is. It is tiny and it's perfect for me. So the goal of the monthly view is, as you can see, I just mark my 2 paydays, and then I write out what day of the week my bills come out on. These are my fixed bills. This is my fixed income. This is not my variable stuff because that kind of just comes out when I wanted to, but these are the things that are fixed. And so I'd like to know what paycheck things are coming out of. So my medical bill, renter's insurance, electric bill, car insurance all came out of the paycheck from the 10th. So anything from the next payday all the way down to the previous day will come out of the previous paycheck. Does that make sense to you? So my rent and this hospital bill came out of a paycheck in February. right? I'll get to my rent in a minute. Then whatever happens on the day I get paid, all the way up until the day before I get paid again, comes out of that paycheck. So that's how I like to do my bills. And down here, I love it down here because you have these two spaces to kind of write in. One are key dates, and those are the two things that I actually did not have a budget for at all, or didn't have a budget at all. So I like the idea that I'm able to write those key dates down here. We'll talk about PayPal in a whole another video. We would not be discussing PayPal in this video. Thank you. So then my memo is I was going to Memphis in March, and I was going out to brunch with my friend Keela, and I was getting my hair done. So I needed to make sure I had money for both of those things. Then in April, these are my two pay dates. I do my budget every Thursday, and if it's the last Thursday of the month, I do my budget for the next month. So this is not that day. Today is actually Saturday, so I haven't done the April budget yet, but I wanted to give a memo that I am going on vacation next month. I have a car repair I need to do. I need to get my emergency fund up to $1,500. And I need to decide what I'm going to do with a couple of memberships I have. Do I need envelopes for those? How I want to handle those? And actually the answer is yes, I do need to get envelopes for those and put them in my sinking fund. And so then, even though in May I don't have my paydays yet, I need to focus on my vacation. I want to make sure I'm really buffing up my car care envelope, and I need to focus on getting my emergency fund done. So key dates in April and May will become when I get ready to set up the calendar for that month. This tab is called bills. You can kind of not pay attention to these tabs because, yeah. So the next I have are my bills, and I really do like this budget sheet and the way it's set up. For just the purposes of this video, I just kind of did an April budget, which is kind of real, but really not, because I didn't zero base it because I don't want to share my income on the internet. I did not zero base this budget, but this is kind of what my April budget is kind of going to look like. So I get paid on the 4th and the 21st. And so my rent is about $1,260 based on having rent, water, sewer, trash, and internet. So all 5 of those things come in the rent payment. What I typically do, I'll show you that in a minute. Then I have my electric bill, phone bill, renter's insurance, car insurance, and Amazon Prime membership. That's the only kind of membership I have technically that I pay every month. Everything else is annual. And so that's why I'm thinking I really need to get a sinking fund. One of them is my Shipt, where I get my groceries delivered from. That's like $100 a year. If you pay it all up front. So I really need to get an envelope for that to be prepared for that, because right now I just use Christmas money for it, but I want to have a sinking fund for it, so I'm going to do an envelope for that. Then for debt and savings, I have my emergency fund, my credit card, and some medical bills. I want to get my emergency fund completely up to $1,500 before I start paying down my medical bills or my credit card. So I am just right now keeping the credit card and the medical bills at a minimum payment, and I'm bumping up my emergency fund. Then for my variable expenses, which things I may do every month or may not do every month, groceries, gas, car care, supplies, dining out, beauty, hair, entertainment, travel, hobby, car wash, clothes, gifts, and I don't even know what the frick the last thing says. Home. I had to white out something there because that was the total line, but I needed the total line for one more thing, so it says home. The whiteout did me dirty. So this is what it looks like. So everything that has like a little purple dot next to it, those are things that I need to get cash for. The reason you see a purple dot and line through home is because most of the times I get my groceries delivered, which means $100 will for the month will stay in the checking account, and $100 will come out cash. And the cash is be like if I find a recipe that I want to do and I want to run over to the grocery store, I don't want to use my debit card. I want to use cash for that. I want my to use my debit card as little as possible. And then for supplies, I don't have a purple dot by that because I use that. I always go to Target, And I have a Target red dot debit card that has a lot of benefits and discounts and stuff to go with it. And plus, I don't like walking through Target. I like to have them bring my items to my car. So I'm going to keep that money in the bank. And then for travel, I'm going to leave that money in the bank for next month because I need to buy my bus ticket. Yes, I said bus ticket. Relax, relax. When I get to that place in my life, I will show you the bus. Calm down. Okay. Anyway, so technically everything that's added here is $2,519. That is not my total income. That is not my total everything. That's not everything. This is just a good start for us to share. So this is what the actual budget sheets look like. And honestly, I used it for the month of March and I really liked it. And when I did this spread, I really liked it as well. So only thing that I don't love is that it's like on both sides. So like May and then June is on this side. I kind of wish it was like maybe this over here, like maybe a blank or dot grid page over here. So I could kind of like brainstorm or brain dump. But honestly, that's literally the only critique I have. And it's not enough for me not to purchase this again. I really like this brand. I really loved it. She's a Canadian brand and her shipping was pretty dang fast. I was surprised that I got this like in 2 weeks, even coming from Canada. And I was able to sit down and do a March budget. So I love that. So I have that all the way to December. So back here under my weekly view, I have these great little monthly dashes. These were separate, but I thought they were so cute and minimal that I wanted to use them. I'm trying to see what this is. Okay, I can show y'all that. So I wanted to use this. So let me show you how I plan on using this weekly area. So we have it laid out by the month, and then we have these little expense trackers. So what I plan to do with these is, let me show you here. So I split my rent. Did I do it wrong? I think I did my numbers wrong on my rent, but it's okay because the rent still gonna get paid on the 5th. So I actually split my rent in half and I budget out half of my rent for this pay period and half of it for the next pay period. And I do that for every single pay period. So every single payday I have rent coming out of it. So when it's time to pay the rent, it's never heavy, it's never hard, it's never burdensome. I don't have a car payment, so I used to do the same thing with my car payment, but since I don't have one now, I don't have to do that. But any bulk bills, like any big bills that feel like a big chunk coming out at one time, I'll either split them where I'll pay one paycheck and then I'll pay the other one on the other paycheck, or I'll just do like I did here, I'll split them in half. And so what I do is, because I have over here in my monthly view what days things are due, over here I can just say what date it's due, how much it is, and what I want to pay on that thing for that particular pay period. So this is where I know what my variable income payments are going to come out on which paycheck by doing that over here. So this was really helpful for the month of March. And once again, everything you see here in green are cash that I want to pay in cash, which means I'm going to stuff that, and I'm going to show you now what that stuffing system looks like. So I love these little dashboards because they are so minimal. And it's really great quality. And so what I typically do, like here, I can pull this out because across, I just do a little snip with some scissors to make it easy to pull in and out. That way I don't have to always open and close the rings. But on this like cardstock, things like that, I don't, because I'm not going to take those out. So I just leave those. I don't cut those. I just leave those like they are. And so once again, I have this for every month of the year. I thought May had 5 pay periods, but it doesn't. It's actually June, so I'm going to stick this over here. So what I did is I just put one sheet behind each month because you have, this is one pay period and this is the second pay period. Now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of made like this on the front and back because it doesn't make this so bulky, because my cash envelopes are in here as well. And that's what we have back here. These cash envelopes are so pretty, so sturdy, and they go so well with this planner. These are from the brand Caffeine and Budgets, and I like them so much. She does have, like, I'm gonna link her in the description box below, but because these are personalized, she takes down the links when she has to like fill orders, which makes total common sense, total sense. So she can have time to, do the orders properly. So what I do is if I know I'm ready to order more envelopes of her, I just start checking every day. I am not on Instagram for Lent, so I don't know what her Instagram looks like because I found her after Lent started. So you can go check her Instagram and see like if she tells you when she's putting things up or something like that. I don't know, but I would just say check her regularly. So I have 13 envelopes here. I think I need to add 2 to 3 more, but right now I'm just going to stick with these 13. And I'm going to show you or tell you or go over with you what each of these envelopes stand for. I have them in alphabetical order because that just works better for my brain. So I don't have a separate sinking funds binder. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. I keep going back and forth like, should I? But I really want everything right here, right now. I do have a wallet coming, and I'll show you when it gets here how I'm going to set it up and how I'm going to use my sinking funds to fund my wallet in, because this stays home. This never leaves the house. And I really want to bulk this up. So I'll show you all that in a separate video when my wallet comes in. So first we have beauty. This is for makeup, skincare, perfume, things like that. Anything that kind of like makes me a little bit more beautiful. That's going to go in here. Car care is for maintenance. As well as I technically want to start saving for a new car. And I'm not positive when that's going to happen, but I may put that in here, or I may just get like a new car envelope. But anyway, this is for, I went and got an oil change the other day, so this is empty. I did stuff this with I started stuffing with my very first paycheck in March, which was just 2 weeks ago, because yesterday was my second payday in March. So it's just 2 weeks ago. So you are going to see a little bit of money in here. There was some money in here, but I did go get an oil change and a new air filter the other day. While I was there, he was telling me that there's something that he needed to repair on my car. So he was like, it's not an emergency, just let me know when you're ready. So I really need to call him back and see how much that cost is. I did budget $75 for car care for the month of April, but I need to call him back and get a better number so I can make a better budget for that. Car wash. Listen, my car is a 2011. She's beautiful. I love her. And that's why she needs her own car wash envelope, because listen, I do not like a dirty car. And I've been buying too many teacups lately, and my car been dirty, and I was like, no, we're getting a car wash envelope. No teacup envelope, just car wash one. So I also want to save up. I want to grow this sinking fund so that I can get her really detailed, like get her a good wax, make her look sexy out here in these streets. So I really want to build this envelope up. So the car wash thing needed its own separate envelope. Clothes, underwear, handbags, shoes, hats, any type of clothing item will come out of here. Dining out, just what it is. Whenever I go eat out, I gave up my DoorDash membership like last year, so now I've just been like only going out, hanging out with my friends, eating out, because I've been trying to eat way more plant-based, so I've been cooking a lot more. So dining out. Entertainment are concerts, movies, the city winery, anything like that go out and I'm entertained. I figured this budget out when my neighbor texted me the other day. She was like, hey, there's this thing at the Botanical Gardens that's like a little jazz concert. I'm like, yes. Did not even listen. I did not even look at my bank account. Okay, didn't even look at it. Just cashed out her the money. But then later when I look at my bank account, I was like, ooh, okay. So I was like, entertainment, but singing fun, yes, girl, because I love going to any type of music things. I also love baseball games, and I want to do that a little bit more this year. So we have that. Then we have gas for the car, self-explanatory. It has 20 in it. Then gifts. I am huge on birthdays. I love birthdays, and I love being an auntie. Being an auntie is like the literal best thing in the world. And so I like to send my nieces and nephews birthday cards with a little cash in them. And I also have 2 friends getting married this year. And sometimes when I go meet my friends for dinner, I like to pick up them some flowers. Just be like, hey, boo. Yes, that needed its own envelope. Groceries, self-explanatory. Like I said, this will only have half of the month in it because the rest of the half I have them delivered to me through Shipt or Amazon. That's the 2 places I get my groceries from right now. I may be adding Instacart because there have been some things lately I want from Sprouts and I don't want to drive over there. So we'll decide on that when we get there. But groceries has a little bit of cash in it from last week. Then hair. Okay, I feel like this needs to be a whole nother video, so I'm not gonna talk about this right now. But hair has an envelope. Outside of beauty. Yes. Outside of the beauty is a hair envelope. Okay. Hobbies. I am a hobby-filled woman. Okay. This planner thing is a hobby. It's my love language, but it's also a hobby. Okay. Also, coloring books are a hobby. Puzzles and games are a hobby. Reading just regular books, hobby. Anything that is like hobby related will come out of here. Home. That is for furniture. I have a list of plant supplies. I need to grab my friend Keish and we need to go to the nursery. We need to have a day because I have some plants that really need to be repotted this spring. This is for towels. This is for anything in the kitchen, anything in the bathroom, new shower curtain liner, new bedding. I got some new pillows last month. Anything for my home. I need some new furniture, okay? Listen, no, that's another video too. Okay, anything for home goes in here. And then for travel, I went to Chattanooga in 2021 for a long weekend with my cousin. That's the last time. And before that, it was 2020 when I traveled for work. That's not enough. I really technically should have named this envelope Jasper. He is 3 months old. And I need to go see him. And that's my goal in life right now. Is to go see Jasper. So we have a travel envelope. Then back here I put another one of the dividers just to give this like a page lifter effect. That's the only reason it's back here. Then we have this little notepad that came with the planner, and then I found this ink pen. Can we talk about how perfect this ink pen goes with this planner? Do you see what I did here? This is why hobby needs its own envelope, because this ink pen was in my collection. I have a planner girl problem. And I love it. I am not looking for a 12-step program. I do not want to fix my planner girl habit. I love it. So this pen is just from the Creative Brown Girl. It was a freebie. And when I ordered some bookmarks from her, bookmarks are another thing I collect. Okay, that's enough about Tracy. So when I went to the bank yesterday, first of all, I hadn't been to the bank since 2019. Inside of a bank? Yeah, to ATM or to the drive, yeah. But to the bank, not since 2019. I felt like I needed a therapy session afterward. I legitimately felt like I need to talk to somebody about this going inside of the bank. And the teller was like, I guess he could tell I was a little shell shocked, and he was like saying something. I was a little busy today. I was like, yeah, I haven't been to the bank in so long. This is a little bit overwhelming. And he was like, oh my goodness. He looked at my account. We haven't updated your information since 2009. How long has it been since you've been in the bank? I was like, no. It wasn't 2009, but it was 2019. So anyway, I'll tell you how long I've been since I've been to the bank. My bank has changed names. Okay. The bank has a new identity. That's how long it's been. So when I went to the bank yesterday, I was like, I don't know about this, Dave Ramsey. Because my first paycheck in March, I just went to the ATM on campus. I work at a university. And I was like, okay, everything was 20s though, and I didn't love that, so I wanted to not be that way this time. So I went and said, no, I don't know. I might have to take a shot of something before I go back to the bank in 2 weeks. But anyway, I did use the withdrawal from Caffeine and Budgets. I'm really hoping I can use some alcohol and wipe this off. If not, I have another one and I'll just use a different pen next time. But this was so helpful. I gave this to the teller and he was like, this is great. I was like, see? We shouldn't even be talking technically. You should just take this and not say words to me. But that didn't happen. So anyway, I do have some cash here. I have 219 doll hairs. So we have 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 200, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have $219 that we need to stuff today. I do not have one of those fancy bill thingy bobs, and I do not plan on getting one. No, I don't want one of them. They're not in my budget. Because listen, we have to go see Jasper. Okay, so I have just this little sticky note beside me that I wrote down what I want to put in what envelope, and Beauty is getting 5. Put this here. Car care is getting nothing today. Car wash is getting 20. Tracy, it's okay if the bill is crooked. It's not a big deal. Relax, okay? Okay. Clothes is getting nothing. Dining out is getting 9. So it's a 5 and 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. So this is either going to give me a sushi roll at Publix. They have really great vegan sushi rolls. Or a cupcake from Sunflower Cafe. It's a toss-up. We don't know. The reason I'm not stuffing this a lot right now is because typically during the regular semester, we have food somehow at least once a week, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on eating out because we do get food at work quite a bit. So right now I'm not stuffing this a lot, but as the summer pops up, like spring semester and the summer pops up and I'm hanging out with my girlfriends more, this will definitely increase. So entertainment is getting nothing. Gas is getting 40. But what do we have in here? So we only have 20 in here. So gas is getting 40. So that's a total for 60 for gas. Gifts, nothing today. Groceries is 40. But we have something in here. What do we have? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 47 for groceries. I am going to clean out my refrigerator in the morning and then do an inventory on my pantry. Create some recipes from what's in my pantry, or create a meal plan from what's in my pantry, and then go to the grocery store. That is the way that I find my grocery budget does not get out of hand, because I wasn't doing that for a while, and y'all was seeing them very large, unnecessary, and stupid, ridiculous Trader Joe's hauls, and I had told y'all I wasn't doing grocery hauls no more. Listen, this is out of hand. I'm one person. Okay, we're done talking about that. Okay, then hair. I already have some money in here, but I want to add 5. So we have 20 in hair, add 5. So now we have 25. I am looking for a hairdresser. My friend Michelle gave me the name of one. I'm going to try to go to her, get my hair shampooed, deconditioned, and braided down. And I want to start wearing protective styles like wigs and braids. So we really need to pump this up quite a bit more so we can start accomplishing those goals. Hobbies is getting nothing today. Home is getting nothing today. Travel, this is getting 100. This is not for Jasper. This is for me. This is for Auntie Tracy, to take a little birthday weekend. So travel is getting 100. So that is my $219 stuffing for today. Everything else would come out of my checking account. And that is the end of this very long video. Oh my gosh, I don't want to edit this. Are y'all watching this? Are y'all still here? Oh, y'all left. I would be understanding. Okay. I do plan on showing you my wallet once it comes in. I will do my best to show you my cash stuffings every 2 weeks as I get paid, to let you know how I am on my budgeting goal. I found this is super, super helpful when I was budgeting before, the accountability, because the way y'all be looking at the budget and then writing me comments, and some of y'all know in personal life, when we finally meet up and go to dinner, you have something to say, or you call me on telephone. The accountability is everything I need from y'all. Y'all did everything right. I was the one who was tripping and started doing things wrong. Y'all have always been here, and I thank you for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, beautiful.